Now on CoastTV News.
The state of Delaware Governor John Carney will provide that update in just a few hours as he pushes his budget and other proposals in his final year. Choices at Cape. One election is canceled, one still on, both dealing with the future of the school district.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Pensick and welcome to CoastTV News Midday. Just a damp and gray type of day. We're going to check in with a live scene in Milford. We see a lot of fog, a lot of dampness in that shot right there. Our first alert meteorologist, Bob Try, joins us now with a look at first alert weather. And Bob, we started the morning with a yellow alert weather day.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Matt. You know, some call it Super Tuesday. I call it Gloomy Tuesday. Yes, we began with that yellow alert. Here's our 12-hour radar replay. We had all that heavy rain this morning, and then that transition to fog and drizzle. And that's where we're at right now. Still seeing some light showers around Georgetown and Seaford. And then you can see that very, very light and also across the eastern shore. This is kind of the last gasp of this system as it's moving to the north. You can see the swirl right here, that low pressure near Dover right now, and that continues to lift to the north, but we still have a lot of clouds rotating around this system and some fog, but that fog is beginning to lift now. Still 1.25 miles in fog at Georgetown and foggier farther north, but that fog is lifting farther to the south. We've got temperatures in the 40s and mid-50s right now, and the winds have turned around to the south, and eventually they swing around to the southwest. We'll start to dry things out a little more as we go into the afternoon. I still think we're pretty locked in with the clouds, but a better chance of some peaks of sun a little bit later this afternoon. This might be optimistic, but by about 4 o'clock, we're looking at temperatures in the mid-50s. Clear skies this evening could lead to fog through the overnight hours. So lots of clouds, maybe that peak of sun later in the afternoon, and then this evening may be foggy. We've got a couple more rounds of rain and a couple more yellow alert days. I'll talk about those and have the impacts coming up in just a bit.
Happening today, in fact, in just about 3 hours from now, Delaware Democrat Governor John Carney set to deliver his final State of the State address. 15 minutes before his speech, the General Assembly will meet in a joint session. Carney's scheduled to give his speech at Legislative Hall in Dover at 2 p.m. The speech will be live streamed on the governor's YouTube channel. And the speech in his final year of governor was originally scheduled for January 18th, but was pushed back because Carney was dealing with a fever. Does not mean he's been idle in 2024. In January, he presented a $6 billion operating budget with nearly 40% of that money going to health care, including Medicaid contributions and benefits for state employees and retirees. In February, he nominated Cynthia Carney to replace Eugene Young as director of the Delaware State Housing Authority. And campaign finance reports filed with the Delaware Department of Elections show Carney raised over $100,000 for a potential run to be the next mayor of Wilmington. The March 26th school board election in the Cape Henlopen School District is no longer needed. Incumbents Janet Mall Martin and Allison Myers were the only candidates to file by the March 1st deadline. The new term begins in July and runs through June 2028. What will take place on March 26th? The referendum vote in the school district. School officials are asking voters to approve a property tax increase to pay for the purchase of land and the construction of several projects. If approved, it could mean an increase of just over $154 per year for the average home in the district. Last week, Democrat State Treasurer Colleen Davis dropped out of the race for Delaware's lone U.S. congressional seat. On Monday, she announced her endorsement of State Senator Sarah McBride in that same race. McBride now has 20 endorsements from elected officials, community leaders, labor unions, and national advocacy organizations. Her challenger on the Democrat side is Delaware State Housing Authority Director Eugene Young. And whoever wins that race will face Republican Danielle Hall, a small business owner from Dover. It's a big day in the 2024 presidential campaign. Super Tuesday lumps together contests in several states, including California, North Carolina, Texas, and Virginia. It's been a relatively easy pass so far for President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump. The real question is whether Nikki Haley can gain any traction to challenge Trump for the Republican presidential nomination. However, her campaign recently saw success in the D.C. primary over the weekend where she beat out the former president. We're learning that a 58-year-old Lewis woman died this morning when she was hit by a truck while riding her bicycle. According to Delaware State Police, this was on Route 24 west of Mulberry Knoll Road just before 2 a.m. State police say that she rode into the eastbound lane and into the path of the box truck. She was pronounced dead at the scene. The truck driver, a 60-year-old man from Salisbury, was not injured. The crash caused Route 24 in that area to be closed for over 2 hours. If you drive on Route 24 from Long Neck to Route 1, especially in the summer, you know it's almost always congested. Royal Farms wants to add a store along this route in Angola. And now the question, are more people likely to drive that road to get to the Royal Farms, or will the store be more of a service to the existing traffic? Last night in Angola, that was the debate. In addition to claims of increased traffic, people who are opposed there are concerned about gasoline leaking into that nearby water source we just showed you. The meeting was hosted by Republican State Representative Jeff Holowosky, who in the past has expressed some concerns about the store. Royal Farms is countering several of these arguments. They have a website that has a whole tab with dates on upcoming events relating to this proposed location. Short-term renters may be seeing some changes coming their way in Ocean City. The Council and Planning Commission are looking at adding more regulations to parking and to also include a set occupancy limit. While the Council and Planning Commission are still discussing what those regulations might look like, one homeowner we spoke with thinks that adding more regulations is a good thing.
Home rentals can get out of control, for sure. It's probably a good idea for some planning commission to sit and think about what the rules should be.
And the Ocean City Council and Planning Commission are looking to implement some changes to short-term rentals in 2025. Coming up, tunes around town. Lewis looks to recorded music to enhance its appeal. CoastTV News Midday returns after this.
When you visit the Delmarva Design Center, you'll experience a selection of appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring all together in one showroom. The 10,000 square foot location has a variety of inspiring samples for any project size or budget. Your dedicated product experts and designers collaborate to bring your dream project to life. Come and see what the kitchen industry buzz is all about. Experience the Delmarva Design Center in Selbyville, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva's coast.
At Draper Media, we offer more than TV and radio advertising. We reach your customers wherever they are, at the gas pump, in bars and restaurants, driving around Delmarva, in a taxi or rideshare at the beach, on social media, or searching for products and services, checking their email, and listening to podcasts or streaming video. Let our team build a plan that best fits your business. Email Frank Hamilton today.
It's now or never.
2 dead bodies in the name of free speech.
Nobody needs to die today.
This girl was targeted.
You come and see it by my daughter!
When you're undercover, one mistake and it's all over.
Can I go home now? That's not how this works.
Law & Order Thursday on NBC and Peacock.
Love for the wheel.
Tell me about this guy.
He's the apple of my eye.
Creates an unbreakable bond.
We like watching TV.
Especially, when Wheel of Fortune is on.
We're keeping you together.
That's right.
Tuesday at 7 on CoastTV.
Next Jeopardy!
One of the most dramatic tournaments of champions in Jeopardy history.
You'll never guess where this game is going.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Let's make it a true daily double.
Tuesday at 7:30 on CoastTV.
Take the DSN app with you wherever you go and never miss a game from your favorite local team. Whether you're on the road, stuck at the office, or out with friends and family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live, so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV, download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
You get a parking ticket in Rehoboth Beach, you will probably have less time to appeal it. A lot less. City commissioners agreed to create an ordinance to shorten the appeal time from 30 to 7 days for the summer, and then do end-of-season reports in October and November, which will show the impacts this decision had on the number of appeals. An idea Lewis may soon embrace. A new ordinance would open the door to music. There are some very specific rules, though. You're not going to see a lot of bands playing all of a sudden. No live music allowed, but this is for music via speaker. Speakers can't be bigger than 20 inches by 20 inches. They have to face the business that's playing the tunes, and on top of all that, music can only be played from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. But one local we spoke with, Derek Cole, says the music would add to the downtown atmosphere.
I think it would keep people here longer. I think it would be more enjoyable to walk down, especially around dusk and when, people start leaving the streets more. It's a ghost town down here, and it just kind of shuts down automatically because even though you might want to be outside, there's nothing inviting about it.
And there was a public hearing on the ordinance Monday night in Lewis City Hall, but no final decisions have been made. This does bring us to our Coast TV poll, and we want to know, what are your thoughts on outdoor ambient music? So let's take a look at the updated results. 49% say there needs to be some strict guidelines here. 33% say it enhances the atmosphere. There are some people voting about noise concerns. Bye.
Matt, the Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam and Laurel telling the story. Water on the lens, we've got fog and drizzle. It's just murky. Ugh. But the study rain is done. Any lingering fog or drizzle will end, and maybe some late day sun, but it's short-lived because more rain on the way for Wednesday and Thursday with yellow alert days, a break Friday, then more rain for the weekend. I'll track it on a Futurecast after the break on Coast TV News Midday.
JoJo's in Salisbury serves fresh, homemade food in an upscale, family-friendly atmosphere. Enjoy delicious crab dishes like our colossal lump crab cakes or our creamy crab dip served in a fresh baked bread bowl and the best cream of crab soup in town. Try the new Pineapple Blast or wind down with our wine selection, beer on tap, and other cocktails. Have an event? Reserve your private suite or banquet room today. JoJo's Family Restaurant, where family dines together and dinner tastes better.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, Coast TV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
Honesty, integrity, bravery. Here is what we can face together.
Incoming.
Let's go.
I've had this policy of not mixing my work and romantic life until now.
I have no doubts you will make a great leader.
It's like you said, Chief. Change is inevitable. I'm no good without the job. You know that.
You've got the team. I've got you.
Chicago Wednesday, new on NBC and Peacock.
Love for the wheel
Tell me about this guy.
He's the apple of my eye.
creates an unbreakable bond.
We like watching TV.
Especially, when Wheel of Fortune is on.
We're keeping you together.
That's right.
Tuesday at 7 on Coast TV.
Next Jeopardy!
One of the most dramatic tournaments of champions in Jeopardy history.
You'll never guess where this game is going.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Let's make it a true daily double.
Tuesday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
We no longer have a yellow alert day as the heavy, steady rain has abated. We're starting to see the puddles also shrink a little bit, but it's still pretty gloomy out there. Got our helmet cam, ocean view 52. We've got the gray skies, but the visibility is improving. We're seeing that overcast lifting right now. Slightly drier air is beginning to build. And remember, make sure you have your Coast TV weather app. Scan the QR code right there, and you can track us on there. Interactive radar, all kinds of goodies. And we had that heavy rain this morning. Dagsboro, almost 3/4 of an inch of rain for you. Bethany Beach, over 1/2 inch. right at half an inch on the nose in Millsboro today. Georgetown 3700ths, Lewis 3800ths, and close to a third in Rehoboth 3200ths of an inch of rain. So it was a good soaking, and there's more on the way. Visibility wise, things are improving Salisbury and Ocean City, but still 2 miles in haze and fog, pretty much right along Highway 9 and points north. But this will lift with time as we're watching all these clouds continuing to move through the area. This is our radar replay. We had all that heavy rain very early this morning, and then this morning during the day, well, it was just cloudy and gloomy, and still some showers around Georgetown at the present time. Very light. This is the last of this system moving through, and some light showers for the eastern shore. But the trend is for drier conditions into the afternoon as low pressure is spinning right near Dover right now. But you can see this big spin of clouds with this system. So we're going to be socked in with the clouds much of the day. We have a little break to our south and west, but then look at this, more rain back through the Gulf Coast and Tennessee valleys, and that's slated to move in tomorrow around this time. So temperatures out the door right now in the 40s and mid 50s. We'll climb a few more degrees. Winds are out of the south, not as strong as this morning. Then eventually southwest and drying out a little bit this afternoon. Maybe some peaks of sun with temperatures into the mid 50s. And then if we do clear out the skies, could see some fog as we go through the overnight, and then increasing clouds. And then into Wednesday morning, we start to see the rain breaking out mid-morning along the coast, and then it overspreads the area by 12:30. Moderate to maybe heavy rain at times into the afternoon hours, and that rain is still pretty solid and steady into the evening hours of Wednesday evening, and still going tomorrow night around midnight. And then we'll pick it up from there as low pressure develops offshore. Still rain as we go into Thursday evening, and then it ends Thursday night. And I think Friday is a drier day, and then I think Saturday is dry. But then we have the last in a series of systems moving through Saturday night with rain, and this one could be a little stronger with stronger winds and heavier rain and colder air behind it. But then we finally dry it out into the early part of next week. Rainfall amounts about half inch to maybe an inch tomorrow with that system as we go into Wednesday night, and then by Friday morning we're talking inch and a half, maybe up to 2 inches. 57 this afternoon, mainly cloudy, a few peaks of sun. 45 tonight, some patchy fog, and then here comes some rain again tomorrow with a high of 60. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. You see those back-to-back alert days, yellow alert days Wednesday and Thursday for the rain. Break Friday, Saturday mainly dry, but then rain Saturday night on into Sunday. Make sure you set the clocks ahead 1 hour. Another alert day on Sunday.
And coming up, basketball burger deal, the promotion from Wendy's that is tied to March Madness. Coast TV News Midday is back in a moment.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, coverage you can count on.
Love for the wheel.
Tell me about this guy.
He's the apple of my eye.
Creates an unbreakable bond.
We like watching TV.
Especially, when Wheel of Fortune is on.
We're keeping you together.
That's right.
Tuesday at 7 on CoastTV.
Next Jeopardy!
One of the most dramatic tournaments of champions in Jeopardy history.
You'll never guess where this game is going.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Let's make it a true daily double.
Tuesday at 7:30 on CoastTV.
Honesty, integrity, bravery. Here is what we can face together.
Incoming.
Let's go.
I've had this policy of not mixing my work and romantic life until now.
I have no doubts you will make a great leader.
It's like you said, Chief. Change is inevitable. I'm no good without the job. You know that.
You've got the team. I've got you.
Chicago Wednesday, new on NBC and Peacock.
Take the DSN app with you wherever you go and never miss a game from your favorite local team. Whether you're on the road, stuck at the office, or out with friends and family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live, so you can watch as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV, download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group. Identical twin switcheroo? Next in Sun Edition. The twins accused of switching places after a fatal car crash that killed 2 children riding in a horse and buggy. who is really behind the wheel.
It's protection. They want to protect their twin.
Then, the mom who says she was falsely accused of child trafficking.
Is this your child?
That's her kid. Next, Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Hey moms, you know those unforgettable face palms? Those moments that leave us both laughing and sighing. They're not just mishaps, there are shared stories. Share your unique mom moments with us. Go to coastlife.com/mom.
Bitcoin hit a new record high Monday. The digital currency was trading at $68,791. That's $2 more than its previous record, which was reached in November 2021. Bitcoin's rally over the past several months has been propelled by U.S. regulators approving exchange-traded funds that are pegged to the digital asset. Bitcoin ETFs launched in January created an on-ramp for more traditional investors. Wendy's is jumping into March Madness. The fast food chain announced customers who use its app can get a $1 Dave's Single or a $2 Dave's Double now through April 10th. A Dave's Single is a quarter-pound burger with American cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickles, ketchup, mayo, and onions on a bun. A double has 2 patties. Members can only use the deal once, and this comes as Wendy's is still reeling from its plan to roll out dynamic pricing in 2025. Still ahead, we'll show you how AI is helping doctors to predict heart attacks before they happen. Stay with us on Coast TV News Midday.
Draper Media is seeking a passionate field correspondent for our daily and commercially driven lifestyle and entertainment show, Coast Life. You'll provide live coverage, produce pre-recorded programs, and maintain a strong digital presence. Candidates must have a dynamic on-air personality, be innovative, and show versatility while working with our clients. Learn more and apply today at drapermediajobs.com. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
Take the DSN app with you wherever you go and never miss a game from your favorite local team. Whether you're on the road, stuck at the office, or out with friends and family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live, so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV, download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Love for the wheel.
Tell me about this guy.
He's the apple of my eye.
Creates an unbreakable bond.
We like watching TV.
Especially, when Wheel of Fortune is on.
We're keeping you together.
That's right.
Tuesday at 7 on Coast TV.
Next Jeopardy!
One of the most dramatic tournaments of champions in Jeopardy history.
You'll never guess where this game is going.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Let's make it a true daily double.
Tuesday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
Get your cowboy boots and your rhinestones ready, Tamfam. Welcome to Las Vegas.
One of the greatest Vegas residencies of our time, Miranda Lambert. Woo! The most decorated artist in ACM history is giving the Tamfam an exclusive backstage pass.
Look at that. I'm with Miranda Lambert and we're acting up. Next, Cameron Hall.
Tuesday at 3 on Coast TV.
This year, we invest in ourselves and each other. We intersect across many identities and celebrate our experiences. We inspire and elevate the voices of all women. Women's Herstory. Invest, intersect, inspire.
Ziggy Marley lights up the Jennifer Hudson Show.
Ziggy is our small spliff. You know what a spliff is?
I have no clue.
Tuesday at 2 on Coast TV.
Artificial intelligence is revolutionizing the healthcare landscape, particularly in cardiovascular medicine. Marty Salt shows us how medical professionals are leveraging AI technologies to help save lives.
I think AI allows us to do things that we couldn't really do before. It can see things that we couldn't necessarily see before.
Radiologist Albert Chow's team at UC San Diego School of Medicine has created an AI algorithm that measures heart function and detects heart disease earlier than ever before.
There are algorithms that we've developed for enhancing the image quality, giving you image details that you couldn't get before,
leading to more precise diagnoses and better treatment plans. At the Mayo Clinic, experts are using AI-assisted screening programs to diagnose and treat strokes faster in the ER. And engineers at UCSD have developed this wearable ultrasound device the size of a postage stamp. Using AI tech, it helps doctors diagnose cardiovascular disease. But how accurate is AI? A study out of Stanford University determined AI outperformed human assessments.
Things that take years and years to train an expert physician to do, these algorithms can do automatically and give even non-experts an ability to see the abnormality.
Just a few ways AI is already helping to save hearts and lives.
AI is going to be a powerful tool that allows us to get to that answer faster and more accurately.
I'm Marty Salt reporting.
We're starting to see the fog lifting right now. It was pretty foggy earlier on the Gateway Subaru Cam. Not right now, but still overcast, 48 in Ocean City. And we have a few more rounds of rain on the way into the weekend, then finally drying out into next week. Remember, another way to get your forecast, pick up the phone, call the First Alert Weather Line, 443-880-9100. Your forecast is a call away, sponsored by Baird, Mendalis, Brockstead, and Federica. Your 10-day forecast is coming up after the break.
Your tax return over there. Your tax return at Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury. Let Alton Brothers help you get more for your tax money. Alton Brothers, furnishing Delmarva for over 75 years.
Delivered to your home with care.
Is the name of your bank changing again? The Farmers Bank of Willards has been a local independent bank for nearly 100 years. When you bank local, your money stays here in our community, where it benefits our local businesses, farms, and families. The Farmers Bank has real people ready to help and world-class features like our free mobile banking app with Locket debit card security, a Smart Sense savings program, and free checking with no minimum balance. Stop paying extra fees and switch to the Farmers Bank of Willards, where people matter.
Have you bought a house in the last decade, but it's just not quite big enough? At Paul Davis, we can design and build you a brand new addition or remodel your whole home from start to finish. With over 50 years experience of building and restoring homes, we've made the process quick and easy while making it affordable. Call Paul Davis today, and one of our design consultants can be at your home as soon as tomorrow to give you a free estimate for your new addition or whole home remodel. Or visit our new showroom in Salisbury, Maryland, 100 Marvel Road.
Take your seat for the 8th Annual Ocean City Film Festival, March 7th through 10th. Enjoy 100 independent films and meet the people who made them. We're welcoming the legendary John Waters, live on stage with his Hairspray movie at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center on March 9th. Tickets start at just $59. Come on down and stay in an oceanfront hotel room starting at only $89 per night. Discover how to fest and get your passes at ocndfilmfestival.com.
Identical twin switcheroo? Next in Sun Edition, the twins accused of switching places after a fatal car crash that killed 2 children riding in a horse and buggy. Who was really behind the wheel?
It's protection. They want to protect their twin.
Then, the mom who says she was falsely accused of child trafficking.
Is this your child?
That's her kid. Next in Sun Edition.
Today at 5:30 on CoastTV.
It's now or never.
2 dead bodies in the name of free speech.
Nobody needs to die today.
This girl was targeted.
You come and see it by my daughter!
When you're undercover, one mistake and it's all over.
Can I go home now? That's not how this works.
Law & Order Thursday on NBC and Peacock.
Your tax return over there. Your tax return at Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury. Let Alton Brothers help you get more for your tax money. Alton Brothers, furnishing Delmarva for over 75 years.
Delivered to your home with care.
We're still seeing a few light showers, some patchy fog and drizzle, but that will lift and end here the next couple of hours. Otherwise, cloudy into the afternoon, maybe a few peaks of sun. Middle 50s should do it for highs, and maybe some fog into this evening. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Oh, look at all the yellow on there. We've got more rain building in Wednesday as it's another yellow alert day, and that lingers into Thursday, 55. Dry Friday into the weekend. Much of Saturday's dry. More rain Saturday night. Clocks go ahead 1 hour into Sunday morning. morning, and it's going to be rainy and windy into Sunday morning, 57, another alert day. But then next week, we start to dry it out. It's chilly, maybe some frosty mornings, but warming from the 50s into the 60s with sunshine.
It's a lot of yellow, Bob. All right, thanks for that, and thank you for being here with us on Coast TV News Midday. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app, and don't forget to join us later for Coast TV News at 5. Until then, have a great Tuesday, everybody.